Hey everyone, welcome back to the Swing Savvy. This new video series you guys seem to really like when I broke down George Bryan's swing, and now we're gonna go ahead and do Luke Kwon from Good Good, or actually formerly from Good Good. He left there about 9 months ago, I want to say. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's doing some really great things, and lo and behold, he is a great golfer. So he's number 2 on our list. We're gonna go ahead, take some clips of his most recent YouTube video, do the same thing, plug it into the swingsavvy.com, see what our AI coach says, and then maybe we could do a little comparison against George's scores. So let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, I'm gonna start by going out to YouTube here, looking up Luke Kwon Golf. If you haven't already, definitely check out his channel. It's awesome. He's got some really good matches in here. We'll go out to, just like we did with George Bryan, we'll go to his most recent video here for Luke. So to help streamline this series, I did go ahead, take a look at his most recent video, just so that way I have some timestamps to work with. I'm not scrolling through the video. It seemed like you guys didn't really love that portion of it. Plus, last time I found out that George Bryan doesn't even use a hybrid. I heard he uses just a bent 4-iron. I don't know if that's a joke or not. But in his last video, it was difficult to find an iron shot, or I'm sorry, a hybrid shot. With Luke Kwon here, we do have a swing with all different clubs. So hybrid, driver, irons, and wedges. So sit back, enjoy, and let's get started. So the first one we'll do is the driver. So around 2103, I believe I do have, there's a good one there. We'll go ahead and clip it. All right, we're gonna trim it down, because like I said, we only need just the very beginning. To the follow through. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one, guys. I can already tell. All right, now that we have it, let's jump out to our folder. Okay, that's the correct one. Do the same thing that we did before, because we can't have spaces in our file names. Luke Kwon, driver, behind. Now let's go ahead and jump out to the Swing Savvy. Go into my account here where we'll plug them in. All right, driver, behind, Luke Kwon, driver, behind. All right, and now we hit submit. Let's make sure that the video uploaded. Okay, great swing by Luke. And now we'll just give it a minute here and we'll wait for our coach to get back to us on an analysis of the video. And then we will do the same thing and provide him the same instructions that we did with George. So we'll go ahead and tell him or her, it's AI. We will go ahead and tell our coach, hey, this is Luke Kwon's analysis and a video of him swinging his driver. He is a very good golfer. Tell me what I can do to swing my driver just like Luke. All right, cool. Looks like our coach got back to us with an analysis here. We can see that it successfully marked everything on his body, capturing all of his body parts. Good, so we should have a good analysis to work off of. And just like that, here's our chat. We're gonna skip over the things that our coach will typically provide us because that is not the purpose of this video today. Like I said, we're gonna just be asking for it to analyze Luke Kwon's swing. So again, said this is an uploaded video and analysis of Luke Kwon from YouTube, swinging a driver. He's a very good golfer. Tell me what I can do to swing my driver just like Luke. All right, and our coach gets back to us with this analysis here. All right. Tells us about the setup and alignment. So Luke Kwon's alignment, Luke maintains a very stable setup with minimal movement in his head and spine angle throughout the swing. Okay, let's take a look at that, and that was in setup. So throughout the swing, so again, I think pretty much what it's telling us is spine angle stays right on line here. Again, if we were to draw a circle around his head, it should stay within that circle. Let's take a look if that's going to be the case or not. So again, his spine seems like it's in the same exact angle. His head's still in the same position at the top of the swing. And then now, as he's following through, still rotating around that axis, and his head is still maintaining that same stable position. So pretty cool. Backswing. Luke Kwon's backswing. Luke has a compact and controlled backswing with his elbows and shoulders maintaining consistent angles, which helps him in generating power and control. Okay, let's take a look on the backswing piece of it. All right, so nice straight arms, slight bend in the knees. All right, and through the whole thing, really good setup. All right, and then downswing and impact. So Luke maintains a steady head position and consistent spine angle. So exactly what we just covered. I did just go through the entire swing before, not just setup position. So this is just reiterating on that. And then follow through. Luke has a full rotation of hips, shoulders, and ensuring maximum distance and accuracy. So let's just press play from the top. And boom, we could see he's getting all the way around, not stopping short or anything. You could even see the little jerk in his shoulders here because of how much he is rotating around. Awesome. Here's some drills if you guys did want to dive into them. Driver release drill, through the ball release, or even the feet together drill. All of these can be found in our resource section, but again, that's not the purpose of today's video. The purpose of today's video, we're going to now ask it to score his driver swing. So I want to make sure that it's consistent with all of the YouTubers that we're going to compare in this video series. So I did take note of what was being scored from George Bryan in our first video. And so those things were set up in address position, backswing, top of the swing, downswing and impact, follow through, and then finally the overall score. So let's go ahead and tell it that those are the categories we want to use. If we were to score Luke's swing for the following categories, professionals, and compare it against the professionals being a 100, what would the score be? Okay, let's take a look now. So set up an address position, 95. Luke has a very stable and consistent setup. So exactly what he was calling out before that he does well. I'm not gonna read through everything. His backswing, we got a score of 92. It's compact and controlled with consistent elbow and shoulder angles. So again, just reiterating, doubling down on the things that it was telling us that Luke did well during his swing. Top of the swing was 90, okay. The top of the swing, Luke maintains good positions, but there could be minor refinements in terms of club positioning and body alignment to match the professional standard. Number 4, downswing and impact, score of a 93. Powerful and accurate. His follow through being a 94. So again, just full rotation, hips and shoulders firing throughout his entire swing. With an overall score of 92.8. Luke Kwon's swing is very close to professional standards with minor areas for improvement. His overall technique is excellent, and with a few refinements, he could achieve a perfect score. That's awesome. I mean, he piped that ball down the fairway there, so I'm not surprised at all that he scored so high on this swing here. So let's move on. We're gonna move into his next swing. We're gonna take a look at a hybrid swing. So I believe I caught this one all the way at 41.15.
So I just hit this at the 150. Okay, good shot.
Okay, here we go. So this one's a little odd camera angle, but let's go ahead and make the most of it. Okay, we got our swing here. Let's go ahead and trim it just like we always do. We're gonna set up an address position all the way to follow through. Try to not get that camera movement. Okay, right there, we'll stop it just so there's no camera movement. I believe this is, yep, okay. Ooh, that is not what I wanted to do. Luke Kwon, hybrid, behind. Let's jump back out to the swing savvy here. Okay, so I don't have a category for hybrids, but we do have woods, so same difference. Hybrids, woods. Should be the same fundamentals here. All right, so while we wait for this one to load, if you guys do like this series, go ahead and drop a like, drop a comment on who you want to see next. Maybe even if you wanted to subscribe, that would be awesome. I put a lot of time into these videos just to show you guys who I think is going to be the best YouTube golfer out there. And I want to prove it with the data that we have available to us. So like I said, like, comment, or subscribe would be really, really appreciated. Thank you. All right, our coach just got back to us with the analysis. Let's make sure that it's a good recording. All right, cool. Looks like it's captured everything really well here, as always. And then here's our chat. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I'm gonna tell our coach, again, this is Luke Kwon from YouTube, swinging a hybrid. He's a very good golfer. Swing my hybrid like Luke Kwon based on this analysis. All right, cool. Just got back with the chat. Let's take a look at the analysis and the key aspects of Luke Kwon's hybrid swing. So consistent elbow and shoulder angles. Luke maintains consistent elbow and shoulder angles throughout his swing, which helps in delivering a powerful and controlled strike. So very similar to what he's doing with his driver, consistency throughout his swing. Stable lower body. His knee angles indicate a stable lower body, which is crucial for balance and power transfer. This is really cool to hear because if you watch Luke Kwon, you see how much power he's actually generating in all of his swings. Even when he was with good, you could see compared to a lot of the guys he was golfing with, he was just out driving them. He was out striking them. Like his distance was significantly further than a lot of the guys he's golfs with. Let's take a look though. All right, let's first focus on. We see his elbow angles, just consistency throughout its entire swing. Spine angle stays put, his head stays put. So overall, really good fundamentals. Let's take a look at this knee bend now, right? So he starts at a setup position with a slight bend in his knees, and he really maintains it. He doesn't lock out this back knee at all. He gets a little bend going in the front knee. And then even throughout the whole thing, he's using the power to, he's using the ground to generate his power through his swing. And what I mean by that is as he gets down, you can see him starting to squat into his swing just a little bit, not a full-blown like sitting on the toilet squat. He's squatting to push off of the ground to really generate a lot of that power. And then he's exploding up through it. So really cool to see, really cool to get called out here. Again, his spine angle, we just talked about that, and then his hip and shoulder alignment. So his hips, his hips and his shoulders just staying in sync as he rotates around that axis. Really cool. We're gonna skip over the drills. We're gonna jump right into the score analysis piece. So again, giving it the same categories, telling it the professional swing is a 100. What can Luke be doing better? All right, cool. And a few seconds later, here we are. Setup and address, 95. Backswing, 92. Top of the swing, 90. Downswing and impact, 93. Follow through is a 94. Overall score, 93. So really good scores here, you know? Like there's very little that separates professional golfers. And Luke Kwon technically is a professional golfer. So the fact that he's scoring this high is not surprising at all. But overall score, Luke Kwon's swing is highly impressive and close to professional standards. The few refinements in specific areas, he could achieve a near perfect swing. So very similar to what the driver was, which again, drivers, woods, hybrids, all kind of fall in the same family, same or similar swing mechanics there. So not too surprised that he's scoring very similar that he just did with his driver. All right, so what do we have? 95, 92, 90, 93, 94. Let's take a look at his driver again real quick on his scores there. So 95, 92, 90, 93, 94, overall score 92.8, right? Like it's very, very close. We're talking marginal things here. All right, let's jump back out to the video. This time we're gonna take a look at his iron swing and we'll use a 7-iron so that way it's comparable to George Bryan's from last week's. All right, let's jump back out. I believe it was 38.15. Yeah, here we go.
206.
206 yards with a 7 iron. This is the power I'm talking about, guys. Let's take a look. All right, let's trim it down. I took a pretty big pause because I've been having an issue today with not capturing the beginning of these swings in some of the recordings. But all right, here we go. Very beginning, all the way there. Cool. Let's go ahead and rename it. Yep. All right, let's jump out here and put this video into our AI. And let's see what our coach comes back to us with. All right, looks like we got our processed video back. Let's take a look. Make sure everything is aligned, captured correctly, all his body parts. Top of the swing looks good as well. Everything's captured and follow through. Nice, cool. Let's take a look at our chat now. All right, so we're gonna ignore what our coach is telling us there. I did go ahead and pre-type this up. So just telling our coach, hey, this is actually not a video of me. This is a video of Luke Kwon from YouTube. He's a good golfer. He's swinging a 7 iron in this video and aiming for a target that's 206 yards away. Tell me what I can do to swing my irons like him. Okay, and just like that, we have our key areas. So shoulder turn and spine angle. This is the theme of the day with Luke Kwon. He is so consistent with all of his swings that he does this really, really well. So achieves significant shoulder turn while maintaining a stable spine angle. This helps in generating power and maintaining his balance. Elbow relaxation. So Luke's elbows are more relaxed, allowing for a smoother transition and better club control. Practice keeping your elbows relaxed. Let's take a look. So he's not like completely straight out, right? Like a little bit of a bend, nice and relaxed. And his follow through, he's letting his hands drop first, then generating that power through his hips. Cool, and then hip and shoulder alignment. So again, swinging around that pivot, that axis. Okay, let's skip over the drills, jump into the fun part, ask it to score the swing, just like it did the other ones. Cool. All right, so setup and address position in 95. Oof. Luke has a solid setup and address position with good posture and alignment. Backswing 92. His backswing is smooth and well coordinated. There's slight room for improvement in terms of shoulder turn and maintaining a consistent spine angle. That's interesting because that is the strong point I just highlighted, right? Like, why would it deduct that from him? But I guess it just goes to show that, like, the professionals, like, it's just that tiny, tiny difference, right? Like, he's clearly not world ranked or anything like that. While he is a professional golfer, he may be world ranked. Sorry if I'm misspeaking, but I don't believe he is. And that might be the marginal difference between some of these guys. Top of the swing, 90. At the top of the swing, Luke demonstrates good control and positioning. Achieving a slightly more relaxed elbow position could enhance fluidity. Okay. Downswing and impact, a 94. That's excellent. Luke's downswing and impact are strong with good hip and shoulder alignment. Okay. Follow through, 93. His follow through is balanced and controlled, but a bit more emphasis on completing the rotation and maintaining posture could improve it further. Let's take a look real quick. I just want to see how else he could have gone through his swing here. So it does look like he doesn't hit a stinger, obviously, but like he's not pulling all the way through, I'm guessing. That's what that's alluding to. It does look like he pulls off a little bit right here. It's slight, but just very, very minimal. Okay, I see it. Overall score, 93. That's awesome. Luke Kwon's swing is highly proficient and closely aligns with professional standards. So again, just minor refinements would get him to that 100. Okay, and let's round out this video. Let's take a look at his wedges. So over at 1503, we have him swinging a wedge. Let's see how far out he was, actually.
52 yards.
52 yards, okay.
Birdie, birdie, cash, cash, money, money, win, win.
All right, let's clip this one. Okay, so we do slightly lose the club at the end, but that shouldn't be a huge problem. Okay, there's the beginning. Sorry, right there we lose the club, but again, not a huge issue. Let's go ahead and name it, just like we did for the other ones. Head over to the Swing Savvy. All right, let's go ahead and plug in his wedge shot here. Wedge behind, Luke Kwon wedge behind. Let's see what our coach gets back to us with. Okay, looks like our coach just got back to us with the process video here. Let's take a look. Make sure, just like the other ones, that it is successfully pinpointing all of the body parts, right? We're mainly looking for where the feet are, knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, and wrists, so that way it can calculate all the angles correctly. Looks like it's on par. Cool. All right, we're gonna skip over the initial analysis and plug in what we've been telling it the whole time. Swinging a wedge, a target 52 yards away. Okay, and just like that, our coach got back to us with some key points for the wedges. Set up in alignment, balance. So Luke maintains a balanced setup with proper alignment of his shoulders and his hips. Okay, very similar to what he's always been doing. Posture keeps a slight bend in his knees and maintains a straight back. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Oh, we'll go all the way to the beginning. So, got me. Okay. Slight bend, nicely aligned, hips and shoulders, just as he has been with all of his other shots. Backswing, shoulder rotation. Luke has a smooth shoulder rotation. Focus on turning your shoulders while keeping your lower body stable. So making sure that everything else stays put as he's rotating around. His elbow position, maintain consistent elbow angles to ensure control and precision. Okay. So his hips, knees, feet, they all stay forward as he's rotating around. Has a good elbow bend here. Downswing and impact, spine angle. So just as it's been calling out throughout all of his other swings, his spine angle is maintained throughout his entire swing. Weight transfer, proper weight transfer from the back foot to the front foot. It's crucial. Let's see if that's happening. That's the new one. So yeah, you can see very slightly, but this foot is lifting and not rotating, but shifting that weight forward as he swings. And you can see by his heel picking up at the end here. Let's look at it one more time. So it's very minimal. You can see right at the bottom here that weight is shifting forward. Boom. And then it rotates around. Okay, and then follow through, smooth finish. Luke's follow through is smooth and balanced, which we just saw about 5 or 6 times. It is. All right, and then for the fun part, let's score it. All right, set up in address position, 95. Backswing, 92. So this one, he's getting docked. Shoulder rotation is smooth and controlled, but there's slight inconsistency in elbow angles compared to a professional. Okay, fair enough. Top of the swing, 90. Luke reaches a good position at the top of the swing, but there's room for improvement in maintaining consistent angles and positions. Let's take a look again real quick at the top of the swing. Okay. It may, honestly, this may be caused, just again, from the video that we're feeding it, it may be having a difficult time, it looks like, picking up right here at the top of his swing, where his elbow's kind of getting blown out from the camera itself. So I don't actually see it measuring anything. It's difficult to say what's going on there. So maybe that's why he's getting docked there. Maybe unfairly, but we are going to roll with it. Downswing and impact, 93. Luke maintains a stable spine angle and has a good weight transfer, but slight improvements. Again, just elbow position. Follow through is 95. Smooth and balanced, leading to an overall score of 93. So awesome. This was really, really fun. I love doing these videos. I think I'm going to create a spreadsheet tracker. I am also like a spreadsheet whiz, really love being in Excel and Google Sheets. And I think that's how I'm going to keep track of all of these golfers as I go through. And as I create each of these videos, I'll just add in the golfer. Now that we have the consistent categories that we're scoring them on, we can plug in all their scores, add their clubs, and we can truly stack rank which golfer or which YouTube golfer is truly the best. So again, stay tuned. If you like what you saw today, go ahead, drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for plenty more. Let me know who you want to see next, and I will be back with another one next week. Thank you all. Have a good night.